Hello, friends. Our today's topic is insurance and its principles. Friends, insurance plays a very important role in the life of the individuals as well as firms because future is uncertain and individuals and companies they always worry about the future uncertainties and to protect our these to protect ourselves from these uncertainties we go for the insurance. And in this topic we will cover the meaning of insurance, important terms used in insurance, and principles of insurance. First, meaning of insurance. Friends, insurance is an agreement between two parties, and these two parties are one is insurance company, which is also called insurer, and the other party is individuals or entity. This is called insured. In this insurance company promise to make the good the losses of the insured on happening of the insured contingency. Friends, contingency is the event which causes a loss. It can be the death of the policyholder or damage of the property or any event which is causing the loss of the life or the property. For example, accident, fire, theft, these are the examples of contingencies. The insured pays a premium in return for the promise made by the insurer. It means an individual or entity they go for the insurance and insurer they pay some premium for the insurance. Now, the important thing is some important terms used in the insurance. One is insurer. Who is insurer? Insurer is any insurance company who gets the insurance of policyholder. An example of these insurance companies like LIC, Bajaj Allianz, Tata AIGs, they all are insurers. And second important term is insured. Insured any individual or entity. Here entity may be any name of any firm. Example, Arjun is an individual, ABC Limited, Reliance, IOCL, these are the entities called insured. Now, contingency. Contingency, any event which may cause a loss in the property or life, like fire. Fire may be the cause of loss of property, like theft may be an event because of which this loss may occur. Accident or death, these are the events which may cause of a loss. Now the insurance premium. Insurance premium, when we go for the insurance, then we have to pay some charges, some cost. This is called insurance premium. This insurance premium is the amount of money an individual or business pays for an insurance policy. Friends, if it is asked what is the cost of insurance, then it is insurance premium. Now, the principles of insurance. Insurance is based on some important principles. Insurance is actually a form of contract between two parties. One party is insurance company, which is called insurer, and others are individuals or entity who are called insured. And both parties must abide by these principles. And first principle is utmost good faith. Friends, this principle, utmost good faith, indicates that in the agreement between these two parties, the policyholder or the insured will disclose all informations required by the insurance company. This principle states that Insured will not hide any information demanded by the insurance company. So this is a contract of insurance must be made based on utmost good faith. Every information will be provided by the insured. It is important that the insured disclose all relevant facts to the insurance company. Any fact that would increase his premium amount or would cause any prudent insurer to reconsider the policy must be disclosed. For example, when we go for the life insurance, the insurance company requires policyholder his medical history of the policyholder and his occupation or any disease from which he or she is suffering. Then we have to disclose all these information required by the company. If we are hiding any information like age, then after then we cannot claim. If we claim at the time of the claim, we will disclose this information which is hidden at the time of the agreement, then this will be a breach of contract. It is later discovered that some such facts was hidden by the insured, the insurer will be within his rights to avoid the insurance policy. So any individual or entity going for insurance, they have to disclose each and every information. They cannot give the false information. If they hide the information, then it will be a breach of insurance contract. This is utmost good faith. Second principle of insurance is insurable interest. Insurable interest, it means when we are going for insurance of any object or person or any property, then what interest we have in that. Insurable interest is the basis of all insurance policies. An insurable interest is an An insurable interest is an object which, if damaged or destroyed, would result in the financial loss of policyholder. To exercise insurable interest, the policyholder would buy insurance on the persons or item in the question. If we talk about the example of insurable interest, suppose a company is going for the insurance of its CEO or the employees. It means, suppose most of the companies, they take the health insurance of their employees because they have interest in the health of their employees, because any employee made an accident or some health issues, the company will suffer. So we can say the company has interest in the health of its employees. So they can go for the health insurance of their employees. Third principle is again a contract between the insurance company and policyholder. Here, insurance company promise to pay the compensation to the policyholder at the time of the loss occurred by the event. Indemnity is based on a mutual contract between two parties. Again, the two parties are insured and insurer, where one promise the other two premiums. The important terms also called insurer, promiser, and indemnifier. And other side, individuals or entity They are called insured, promisee, indemnified. In some definitions, the in contract of indemnity, the promisor promises to pay the compensation to the promisee on the occurrence of the contingency. Here, insurance company is called promisor or indemnifier, and individuals or entity, they are called promisee or indemnified. So please remember these terms: indemnifier and indemnified, promisor and promisee. They are used interchangeably. And next principle is subrogation. Subrogation means the insurance company will pay the compensation of losses of only actual losses. This principle says that once the compensation has been paid, the right of ownership of the property will shift from the insured to the insurer. So the insured will not be able to make a profit from the damaged property or sell it. For example, a company gets insurance for the plant and machinery, and due to this fire or accident there was a total damage in the plant and machinery, then the company claimed the compensation for the damage of plant and machinery, but the company cannot get the profit by selling the damaged machine and plant. The ownership of the damaged plant and machine will be transferred to the insurance company. So we can conclude the insured or the individual or entity cannot take the two benefits. So the damaged properties ownership will be transferred to the insurance company. Next principle is contribution. This principle indicates that we can get insurance from more than one insurer, more than one insurance company. In such a case, the insurer can ask other insurers to contribute their share of the compensation. If the insured claims full insurance, one insurer the loss, is right to claim any amount from the other insurers. Friends, contribution means here we concluded we can get the insurance from more than one company for a same object, but we cannot claim more than actual loss. For example, a company has insured its property, suppose its stock, its goods, from two insurance company, and there was a actual loss of 5 lakh rupees. The company get this compensation, cannot ask the cannot claim from the second company for the same compensation. So we can say we can get insurance from two companies, but we cannot claim more than actual. We can claim from both insurance companies, but we cannot claim more than the actual loss. Now, the next principle is proximate cause. Here, friends, proximate cause means closest region of damage of a property, nearest cause of the damage of property. Suppose in transportation, we have get insured for the contingency of accident. So there was a accident of a truck, and second one was there was a rain. Then the two causes of the damage of our goods, one is accident of truck, second one is rain. And which one is the proximate cause? The accident of truck. So we consider the nearest cause of the damage of our property or goods. This principle states that property is insured only against the incidents that are mentioned in the policy. In case the loss is due to more than one parent, more than one cause, the one that is most effective in causing the damage is caused to be consider. Friends, I will cover the types of insurance and functions of insurance companies in our next video. So please insurance and principles of insurance in this video.